subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Good. Of applause to you. Round of applause to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tap In. We are in here. Glad you guys are tuning in. People have been complaining that I've not been doing the tap ins over here because I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok. But I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the building, and let me do some shout outs to the family. Let me give some shout outs to everybody. Let me I see Lil O Me, I see Ani Asaru, Just Me, FBA Militia. I see Tierra Dynamite, High C, Hakeem, Ant CEO, Miss Skyline, Flame, Brother Midnight, Brother Maroc, Nikki the God, Rashonda, Austin, the Tether, Queen Mother Empress, Jimmy James, and the legendary Tethernator in the building. Round of applause to you guys. So everybody, y'all retweet. Y'all retweet, let everybody know that we're live. Give us a nice retweet, let everybody know we're in the building. And I will get some calls shortly. First thing I want to talk about, Veterans Day. It is Veterans Day. And we gotta celebrate veterans in general, but particularly foundational Black American veterans. We got to tip our hat off to foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans, we have been veterans in every single war in this country. We fought in every war in this country since the very beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Foundational Black Americans have defended the honor and the integrity of the nation. We were the ones implementing that. And it's very important that we recognize that. Even before we were the United States, we were always fighting and battling, but the United States would not have become the United States without foundational Black Americans in every sense of the word, even in war, even in battles. In the Revolutionary War, the American Revolution, it was Black fighters, many who were enslaved. They played decisive roles in American independence. We all know the legend of Crispus Attucks. Crispus Attucks is foundational Black American with indigenous ancestry. His mother was, I forgot what tribe she was with. His mother was from a Native American tribe. But Crispus Attucks, a foundational Black American, he was the first American killed in the Boston Massacre, sparking the revolutionary cause. And as we know, there's about 10,000 Black soldiers fought for the Continental Army and the Navy. There was a foundational Black American man named Peter Salem, who was formerly enslaved, but he unalived a big-time British major, John Pickard, at that infamous Battle of Bunker Hill. That was a major turning point in the war. FBA brother took out that cat. All right. We literally fought in the war that created the United States. And then we built the economy and just so many other things. We really have to recognize our importance as foundational Black Americans. Even in the War of 1812, Black veterans, they were key in protecting American soil there. They saved, foundational Black American fighters saved a lot of key U.S. regions. There was a battalion called Freemen of Color in New Orleans, and they defended the city against British invasion. They were trying to go into New Orleans and conquer that, and it was the Black sailors who made up a significant portion of the Navy, which needed the manpower. So it was Black combats who saved New Orleans, preventing Britain from retaking the United States territory. That turned the tide of the war. We got to pop our collar to those brothers. Also, the Black Seminoles, those are veterans, even though they were fighting the U.S. government, they were fighting the army, but they were fighting to get rid of slavery. So they should be honored. They should be honored. They were America's first real freedom fighters. They were fighting to end the despicable stain of slavery on US soil. And even the US military, they repeatedly stated that the Black Seminoles, they were the most strategic, the most disciplined, and the hardest opponents they've ever faced. Uh, so we got to really understand that Black military leadership. And we all know our Black men who were fighting in the Civil War. There was like 200,000 Black soldiers and sailors who joined the Union forces. The only reason the Civil War was won was because they had to let Black people fight in it. I always bring it up. The North was losing. The Union was getting that ass spanked. For real, for real. You understand? So the only thing that turned it around is when they let them free, but where they freed people, and that was part of the Emancipation Proclamation. In order to have them fight in the war, they had to free them. You understand? And even Abraham Lincoln said, "Hey, without these Black freedmen, we would not have won this war." Lincoln said this. All right. So what you watch when the white supremacists start talking about, well, we fought to free you, dude. We were fighting, we died to free you. Don't let them get that talking point off. No, no, no. No, you were getting your ass toe up. You were getting that ass spanked. We had to come in and do the cleanup job and get everything popping and help win that war because they knew what was going to happen because the South, and I talked about this before, they were trying to secede and start their own nation, the Confederacy, and that would have went downhill with them dumbass hillbillies because Black people outnumbered them. So they know the North knew where that was going to go. We were outnumbering them. They thought the hillbillies thought, okay, we got these docile Negroes. We're gonna run them as a white minority, and that was going to turn all the way left. That was going to be another Haiti situation, and the North knew that. That's why they didn't want the Union to split up because they knew if we took over the South, which was going to happen, by the way, if they seceded, if they had to form the Confederacy, and we already outnumbered them in many places, and there were already rebellions brewing, even with the Denmark Vesey rebellion. They had like 10,000 people ready to turn up in South Carolina. The only reason that stopped it, a Sambo found out and told. Yeah, some Sambos found out and told, but yes, we were organizing like that. We got to understand history. And even after the Civil War, a lot of Black veterans became political leaders, community organizers. They were the backbone of Reconstruction politics. The war heroes like Robert Small, Blanche K. Bruce, a lot of people became senators, politicians. So Black veterans, they were really the first political class of the Black community. They were pioneers in voting rights, economic progress, and civil society. And we can't forget about Black veterans like the Buffalo Soldiers. Many of them were former Seminoles. Well, can I say former? But many of them were actually Seminoles, were Black Seminoles. The Buffalo Soldiers, they protected the Western frontier. They built a lot of the US infrastructure in the West, many of the national parks and things like that. You know, they were the most elite troops in the West. They built roads, they built the telegraph lines, the forts, they protected off those national parks, they fought off raids, you know, and they served longer with lower desertion rates than the white soldiers. White people would desert the army, they would desert it, they would just bounce. This did, and then they'll just bounce. A lot of white people were deserters, but Black people, they stood on business. Well, again, foundational Black American soldiers, they shaped the American West. They were the military backbone of that frontier expansion out here. That's why when me and my family, we like going to national parks and stuff like that, especially out here in California. And they'll tell you, you go read some of the stuff in the murals, they'll tell you that the Buffalo Soldiers was out here putting it in. And we know that foundational Black American veterans, they were crucial in World War One. And they brought a lot of global awareness back to Black America, even when they were fighting in segregated units. The legendary Harlem Hellfighters, they were on the front line. There was a brother named Henry Johnson, foundational Black American soldier. He fought off a whole German raiding party alone. Huh? They didn't even honor this brother during his lifetime. I think when he died, they honored him. But yeah, when those World War One veterans came back, there was a new sense of global citizenship and resistance. And that discipline they had, that fueled the self-defense responses during the Red Summer of 1919. Because around 1919, there was, because of the war and some of these white supremacist immigrants trying to turn up on cats, we weren't playing that. We were fighting these people back. And a lot of these World War One veterans, they became the architects of the civil rights movement. They were really planting the seed for that. And then when you get into World War Two, we start breaking barriers as foundational Black American soldiers, and they were changing a lot of military policy. It was like, I think, wasn't like 1 million foundational Black Americans who served in World War Two. We were deep in that. We know about the great Tuskegee Airmen, how thorough they were. There was also the 761st Tank Battalion. They were the original Black Panthers. They even helped liberate parts of Europe. My family members fought in World War II. It was foundational Black American soldiers going over there to Nazi Germany, getting people about them concentration camps. My uncle was over there in Germany in World War II. You understand? So now it's getting close to our families where we can remember. My uncle, we grew up with him. And back then, they would have cats in the army going in at like 14, 15. They would just lie about their age to get in the army. And cats look old back then. You look at your parents and your grandparents, they 12 years old, looking like they're 30, and they just kind of look older. They were going through more stuff. That's why y'all look at, for example, have you ever seen a young looking photo of Morgan Freeman? Y'all, how many of y'all remember Morgan Freeman from when we grew up on the Electric Company? Morgan Freeman used to be on a show called The Electric Company. Y'all remember that? This was in the early 70s. Morgan Freeman was old as hell then. It's some of the people who just always been old. Morgan was one of them cats. You can't find a young picture of even his child pictures. He look old. Cats just look old back then. God damn. Y'all remember on Good Times? Um, um, John Amos? John Amos and Jimmy Walker were damn near the same age. A lot of folks don't know that. Real talk. John Amos just looked hella old. He was like, when he was playing James Evans, when he got started, he was like 35. He wasn't really that old. He was relatively young. Yeah. He just looked hella old. Yeah. But like I said, but Black veterans, again, we're taking our hat off and popping our collar to the Black veterans. Black veterans, they became civil rights titans after World War II. Medgar Evers, he was in World War II. The legendary Hosea Williams, I met him down in Atlanta back in the day. He was in World War II. He was wounded in combat. Ralph Abernathy he was in the army. A lot of the Black Panthers I think they were in the Vietnam War, so they were bringing a lot of that knowledge with them. Many of the Black Panthers, they were bringing some of that military discipline to the streets. Uh, so foundational Black Americans, they represent the oldest, most consistent tradition of patriotism, despite America's betrayal, white supremacist America's betrayal. From Crispus Attucks to Afghanistan and just beyond, foundational Black Americans, we fought in every conflict, served with distinction, shaped democracy, maintained and held up the integrity of civil rights. We fought for freedom globally. So yeah, we got to pop our collar to that. We got to pop our collar to that. Out here in Allensworth, there's a town called Allensworth that was started by Black civil rights veterans. Not civil rights, but Black Civil War veterans. So our veterans were phenomenal, and they still are. Shout out to all you current veterans now, all you brothers and sisters who served in the military. Hats off to you. Y'all give me a retweet. Let everybody know we're live. Let me get some of these calls in here. Let me talk to the family. Got a lot of folks in here. Mr. Devin Cahill. Devin, hop on in. Devin. All right. Mr. Devin, you trying to say something? All right. Mr. Devin ain't saying nothing. Let's get Spicy Monk in the building. Spicy Monk, hop on in. Hey, Spicy Monk, how are you?
Dude, I'm trying to get these white boys to understand we need white Hispanics in this country, dog. We
Well,
gotta up the white birth rate,
hold
dude.
on.
We gotta bring people
Watch,
from the
hey,
south.
watch your
That's
mouth.
all we gotta do.
Okay, dude, watch your mouth. What's with all that just gratuitous profanity? What's that about?
Bro, I'm drunk as fuck and I'm trying to.
All right. Well, if you drunk, get a sister's titty out your mouth and go sober up, man. Don't call up here with all that. Get around Black people and try to slum out. Don't do that. These people think they can just get drunk and slushy and then call us and come around us. No, let's get that slumming mindset away from us. And we got to stop all of that. These people with that slumming mindset, they can just come around us and just be degenerate. The white supremacists, they got a very bad habit of that. That's what they were doing with the Harlem Renaissance. That was a saying during the Harlem Renaissance, like, hey, let's go slumming. Let's go up to Harlem. That was kind of a thing. Yeah. They want to come around us so they can be damn degenerates. Watch your damn mouth, dude. Calling up here with that. All right, let me see who else we got. Let's get JP in the building. JP, Mr. JP, hop on in, sir.
What's going on, Tariq?
I'm good, JP. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing. I'm a white man.
Okay.
I uh I think we have to do something about this country and the blacks, how they make up for 53% of the homicides, yet only 13% of the population.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, why do you think that is?
I don't know. We need to figure that out.
I mean, you guys are very smart as the white supremacist society. Well, you haven't figured that out. The black people committing all that crime, according to you. I mean, damn, that's a problem, right?
I mean, why is it? Because they people talk about poverty line and all this, right? But then you look and it's like there's more poor white people than there's poor black people, Tariq.
Yeah.
So, but they're not making up for 53% of the homicides.
Right. So what is it about black people that's making them do all?
I think it's your animalistic behavior.
Okay. So like, where's that come from? Where does it come from?
It comes from you being black.
Oh, so it's just inherent.
Yeah,
Okay. So what's the solution? Since we're just inherently animalistic, what should be done to black people?
euthanized.
Why are you quiet now, sir?
I'm not. You heard me.
What? I didn't hear you.
I said euthanized.
Okay. So when are you going to start that?
We can start the process with you.
Okay, start it. Come start.
How are we gonna start? Where can we euthanize you?
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
I'm not sure. You tell me. Where
No,
can we do
I
this?
can't. This is your narrative. I can't tell you your narrative. So okay, you're gonna euthanize.
Let me ask my other white brother, Devin.
Hold on, no, don't troll out because that's what y'all do. You white supremacists.
I'm asking my other white brother, Devin.
No, you white supremacists try to troll out. Okay, now when you gonna do the final solution? When is that gonna happen?
I mean, when can we make this process happen? How can I
How
meet
come
you to euthanize
how
you?
come you haven't done it?
I just asked you, how can I meet you to euthanize you?
I'm not hard to find. I'm everywhere.
Where are you, brother? I'm in New York.
Right, I'm in New York all the time. So how you gonna euthanize me?
I don't know. I remember a couple months ago you used to have like 2K in here at a time. Now you got 800. The fall off is nice, but still, I would love to euthanize you any day.
And I'm on. I haven't been on.
Ah, yeah, stutter. You don't know what to say.
Don't try to troll out. I'm on TikTok for the most part. So a lot of folks are waiting on me to go on TikTok, which I'm gonna go on there later on tonight. So yeah, don't try to troll out now. You say some bum shit and then try to troll out of
He muted me, by the way,
yeah,
guys.
because you're trolling out of embarrassment. You're embarrassing yourself, right?
I'm not embarrassing myself.
Why
I'm having a conversation.
you're embarrassing yourself. You're saying a bunch of trollish nonsense.
Stop muting me,
I'm
dog.
talking, sir. What was all that supposed to be offensive or something? What was all that? We're not offended by that, and you're making yourself look bad as a white man. All right?
As a white man, me and you can meet up anytime. I'm gonna pour up this Modelo in honor of you right now, and I'm telling you, your race needs to be euthanized. You make up for 50.
Well, then why aren't you doing it then? Hmm?
You make up for 53
Right,
percent
you
of the
said that you're repeating yourself like a woman. Okay, so why aren't you doing this euthanizing? Why are you not doing it?
How can we do this?
It's your idea. You're the white supremacist, right?
He keeps muting me every
Because
sentence.
you're trying to troll and you're not answering the question. You said euthanize. So how you gonna
All right,
you
Tariq. I
know
won't.
you can't do it because you get the mayonnaise slapped out of you. You can't run up on no brothers doing that. And
Tariq,
what's being euthanized are those white coochies of the white women in your community. They're being euthanized by soul poles. So you're being euthanized, right? Is that what you're upset about? You white supremacists are being euthanized because your women are out there bobbing on soul poles?
Tariq, I won't troll you anymore, bro.
No, you're not
Can we have a conversation?
trolling me. You're making a fool out of your damn self.
Can we have a convo? Can we have a regular?
You're not trolling me. You're making a fool out of yourself. So how do you feel about being euthanized? The white women are getting pulled down by the brothers. How you feel about that? Hmm?
Stop muting me. Free me. Free me. He keeps.
Said muting me. Yeah, how do you feel about you being euthanized by the brothers? How do you feel about that? Come on, JP, talk to me. Come on, JP. I mean, you're trolling.
Hello. Hello. Can I speak, dog?
Yeah, yeah. Now, how do you feel about that? Your women are getting piped down. How you?
I don't think that's the case. Not my woman. I actually euthanize black women myself.
Yeah, you corny. Your shit ain't even funny. Listen to you. That's why your women out there bobbing on soul poles. You're not witty. You're lame. That's why your woman or your sister, even your mom, she got a mouthful of soul pole right now somewhere, don't she?
Yo,
And the barbecue sauce off some brother's dick, right?
yo, brother, listen. It's not going down like that, brother. All right. When I came in,
Listen, you sound very embarrassed because your troll failed. You failed with your troll, and I can hear the embarrassment in your voice. Are you embarrassed because you got a black nephew? Is that what it is? Are you one of the
53% of the homicides in America
okay, you just keep saying the same thing. Are you upset because your sister got piped down by a brother and you got a black nephew? You
keeps muting me. 53%. You
yeah,
animalistic,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You said the same thing. So
you're domesticated animal that
how
needs
do
to
you
be.
feel about having a black nephew from your white sister? How do you feel about that? Is he part of the 53% too, your black nephew? Hmm? Talk to me.
Stop muting me.
Okay, I'm asking you about your black nephew. Is he part of the 53% homicide rate?
Who's my black
You
nephew?
got a black yes. She got piped down by a brother and had a little Negro nephew.
I don't have a black
Yes,
nephew.
his name is Don Quarius.
Don Query. That's the most black shit I've ever heard in my
Why
life.
you upset? He's very black.
Don
Don
Quarius.
Quarius.
Wow, that's a name right
Let
there.
me get him on the phone. Hold on.
Hey, can you bring up another white man so that we can speak at the same time together?
Hey, cracker uncle, this your nephew Don Aquarius. The you talking about 53%, bitch? I ain't robbed nobody since I robbed your punk ass. You ain't even had no money in your damn wallet. You a broke cracker. How you a cracker and broke? Uncle JP, where you at?
Yo, Don Quarius. I'm sorry. I'm over here. I'm sorry. That's
How come when
that's
I go to your house it smell like wet dog and pussy? I don't like that. I'm a child. I got sinuses. Uncle JP, I found a meth pipe at your house. I'm gonna turn you into the authorities, cracker. You can't smoke meth around kids. Uncle JP,
yeah. I'm right here, big bro.
why my dick bigger than yours?
All right, you gotta. Can you cut the voice?
I got more dick than you.
Cut the voice. Yo, Devin, where you at, bro? You gonna let this dude talk to us like this?
Oh, mm, all right. All right.
All right, you're back. You're
All right.
back.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Your nephew. Yeah. He's getting a little vulgar for a child. I can't have that. I can't have.
Right, right, Tariq. Listen, Tariq. Me and you, we've been speaking for years.
I don't remember. Yeah,
You
I
probably
don't even remember you.
you don't remember
I
me. You barely remember. I've been
I
coming on
don't
your show.
remember you, crackers. It's so many of you, and you're so insignificant. I don't remember you.
And you know what's crazy is, can you just answer to me? You haven't answered me. Why you make up 53% of the homicides in America? Answer that question.
That's a lie. That's not true.
What do you mean?
That ain't true.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not. No, it's not.
So hold on. Let's look at
No, it's
Chicago,
not.
right? Let's look at Chicago. Let's look at
Let's
Chicago.
look
Let's
at
look
you
at
lying. No, listen. The reality is nobody's more violent than you, low life white supremacists.
you can look at
You
New
can
York.
look up you white supremacists. Nobody in recorded history is more violent than you, right?
Listen, it's simple.
You
You
low
kill more
you
than
you low
anybody.
life white supremacists murder people by the millions. You're the most homicidal people. You've normalized killing. We don't have a version of a Kyle Rittenhouse or Daniel Penny. These murderers that you parade around as heroes and claim it's self-defense. You guys are so degenerate. Your homicides are labeled as self-defense. You take up for each other. You're so damn degenerate. So yeah, you're not at liberty to talk about black people committing homicides. We don't commit the crimes and murders that you do. You take the cake on that, sir. All right, JP, you're a murdering low life with a low birth rate. All right. Thank you. Let me get some more people in here. All right. All right. Let's get Yusef. Mr. Yusef in the building. Mr. Yusef in the building, hop on in. Was waiting on his microphone to click in like it's supposed to. Yusef, what's up, man? Mr. Youssef, unmute your mic. Give me a thumbs up if you meant to get on. If you didn't mean to get on, I get you off. I don't want to spend time trying to get folks on and they didn't mean to get on. So you do okay. So there you go. Turn your mic on.
Yeah.
How you doing, Youssef?
Good morning, good morning, my brother
How
Tariq.
you doing, Youssef?
Uh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great
I'm
too.
good. Now, where are you from again, Youssef? We spoke before, right?
Yeah, we spoke before. I'm from
Now, yeah,
Nigeria.
there you go. Are you in the UK or are you over here?
Now I am in Nigeria and I live in
Got
Nigeria.
it. Yeah. Okay. So what's on your mind, Youssef?
Yeah. Before I lay what I brought on, I have been listening to your conversation with the other guy, but look, why won't they just leave Africa alone, at least for a start? And all the ideologies of depopulation has always come from the whites.
Yeah.
People like people like this man. What's his name? My brain is skipping. Sorry, but yeah, you know, the depopulation agenda is coming from the whites, and they have been trying to kill Africans in their numbers. And we have testimonies from many sources, many people, even in the Congress in America, about how they are working day and night to cause
Okay,
chaos. And
thank you. Okay, I don't. Okay, thank you, brother. I don't know where he was going. Just kind of going on and on. Thank you, brother. All right, silence. What's
Hello.
up, silence?
Hi, can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. What's going on?
Well, first of all, I've been listening to you for a couple of years now. I'm very impressed with you. I'm originally from Canada,
Cool.
Toronto to be
Okay.
exact. And, I was listening to that dynamic individual, if you like to call him that. I think that'd be generous to say. Um, I think he has to take in consideration that since slavery, since the first time they have seen us, transatlantic slave trade. I know you know these things, but if he's listening, he can take these things in consideration. There's over 100 million Africans have died as a result of their degenerate, murderous behaviors. And, as an organization, as a leading anti-youth gangs and gun violence organization, we study um, these incidents that take place. There's hundreds of mass shootings that happen every year, and we already know who that individual is. It's not black people,
Hmm.
and it's not any other race. It's only these white individuals that are engaged in this activity. They seem to be having like a selective um, memory when it comes to these things. They tend to focus on the bottom of the 10%. And anytime these things come up, I remind them, and I think they need to be reminded why they are as degenerate and as murderous as they
Oh
are.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's all I have to
Thank you so much.
start.
Thank you.
If you're looking for a festive night out with real energy, pull up to the Hilarious Harvest Hangout at the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, November 15th at 7 p.m.
This is not your regular comedy show. We're talking live comedy, culture, and straight up good vibes inside one of the most unique venues in Los Angeles. Hosted by Tariq Nasheed and Dwan B, featuring comedy heavy hitters Chris Spencer, Daphne Springs, Mario Hodge, and more surprise guests in the building.
You don't want to miss this. Complimentary dinner is included, so come eat good, laugh hard, and connect with real people.
So we want to see you in the building. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get your tickets now. That's hiddenhistorymuseum.com.